Hello, James.
Hey, brother.
So, I have a question. If you don't want to answer it, I have a backup. Armin Shimmerman at DragonCon apparently told some stories about diva moments on the set of Buffy, but they turned off the camera so nobody got to see what they were. I would love to hear about some diva moments. What do you say?
Come on, sir.
Sell something down the road, would you? Do it lovingly.
Okay, this is the truth.
Okay.
The truth is that filming a television show is very much, well, I've never been to war. It may be a bit like that. And the enemy is time. And time always wins the battle. And you always go home defeated. Right? It's a very hard day every day when you always fail. Because you're always looking for the mountaintop and you always get 5 feet below. Right? And the cast of Buffy was a young cast. And they were being pressurized in a way that most of anyone doesn't really realize. And they were also being given money and perks like no one really realizes. And I got the job when I was 34. So I was already kind of fairly stable. Barely. But if they would have given me that job at the same point when most of the cast got their jobs, and they were 22 and 24, dude, if anyone would have photographed what I did when I was 24, I'd be in jail.
I hear that.
I'm serious. I mean, I escaped my youth. I didn't die, and I didn't end up in prison. And thank God. So there's no judgment there. But yeah, there was some.
Can you give a story without revealing a name?
My only story was acting with some of the other actors on Buffy. In my mind, I'd be going, because I used to be a producer on stage, and I'd fire people all the time. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Oh, shit. Did I say it? No.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, brother.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent. Well, I've had a beer.
All right. I've got 2 questions, and everybody who has 2 questions takes up way too much time, so I say answer just either one. Question 1. Do you miss David Boreanez? And question two, I say just answer either one. What's your opinion of Dragonball Evolution?
Those are 2 great questions. Yeah. Man, how do I feel about David? The thing is, early on, my girlfriend at the time, who I'm not with now, got jealous of me and Drusilla. Not that there was anything to be jealous about. It was a total professional relationship, but there was a lot of love there. And she got jealous. So she told me she had a crush on David. And I'm sorry, guys, I am not man enough to deal with that. Like, all y'all come at me, hi, my girlfriend loves you. Sign that, please. I would come with a knife. So I spent the first 2 years hating David. Hating him. And it took me 2 years to wake up to the fact that he was supporting me and loving me. And he was saying, hey, dude, man, don't worry. You're in a small trailer now, but next year, I was in a small trailer last year. Next year, you're going to be in the big trailers. Don't worry about it. It was always supportive. Always wonderful. This is my favorite David story. I did an episode on Angel where I was the lead, right? And so I was in every shot. And that just burns you up like a candle. You got no more wick left next week, right? And I'm sitting on the set, coming for the next episode, right? And David's sitting there. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, we're both zombies, right? I sit next to him and go, how do you do it, man? Week after week, man, shot after shot. How do you do that, man? You're the lead. Jesus. You just burn me up. And he goes, he doesn't even look at it. He goes, horse racing. I go, what? Horse racing. Don't look left, don't look right, just run.
And that's the only question you're going to answer?
Dragonball Evolution. Yeah, I forgot about that. Ray Parks had just said no, and so they came to me. Right? And I was like, I don't know how to tell you, but I ain't no Ray Parks guy. But they told me it was a $130 million picture, and Stephen Chow was producing. Stephen Chow, who did Kung Fu Hustle and Chow Soccer, and he would be making sure it was right. And I get down to Durango, and it's a $30 million picture. No one's even heard of Stephen Chow, and I don't have a stuntman. So I doubled down, and I decided that I don't care what this movie ends up being, but I am going to be the Piccolo that Japan loves. I brag for a second, and I gotta brag, because that was a horrible film.
I still love you.
In Japan, they made one tall figure from that movie. They didn't do Goku, they did Piccolo. That's so pretty weird. I was bragging on myself. That's bad. Okay.
Hi, James. I just wanted to ask, being the big bad for a whole season, working with Juliet Landau, what was it like finding out, like, oh, wait, I'm going to hook up with Buffy? Like, how was that? Because I sort of saw that as a shock when I saw it myself.
A bit of a shock! I was a dirty boy. What the hell is she going to do with me?
Especially since you spent the rest of the series like, no, season 6, okay, sure, no.
You know, I went to Joss early on and I said, dude, if you want to make me naked from the waist up, just give me 3 months to prepare. You know, because, I mean, there's one thing to look good with your shirt on, but it's a whole other thing to look good with your shirt off. It's a whole different universe, right? And he goes, oh, really? Well, next season you're going to hook up with Buffy. I was like, Joss, that's the wrong decision. The right decision is that my character tries to prove himself worthy to her, tries to be a good person, and fails in a comedic way. Every time. And she does not reciprocate in any way whatsoever. That's the smart choice. What are you doing? And the next thing I know, I'm like butt naked with Sarah Gellar and I'm wearing a sock. Dignity. Always dignity. Yeah. Awesome, Kara. Fine.
Okay, I wasn't sure to ask you, so I just thought the most awkward thing I ever saw you do in the series of Buffy. You ready for this?
Oh, there were so many moments.
Okay, the scene when Buffy turns invisible. What happened during that scene? Like, must have been laughing their asses off. What happened?
I was just relieved to be wearing the sock and not be around Sarah. Because Sarah was the lead, and every time we had a sex scene, she made sure she had gloves and a scarf and a jacket. Look at those scenes. She looked like a Michelin. She's all like, hi James, you like my scarf? Sock. She's wonderful. I love Sarah. I love her to death. But she was pretty ruthless during those scenes. Very uncomfortable. So that was one of the times when I wore the sock and I didn't have to deal with Sarah. So that was actually one of the most comfortable times.
Can you sign this for me? Because no one told me you were signing today.
Okay. Will everyone promise not to make me do this again?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Good. About 5,000 Sharpies out there if you want. Oh, you behind you. I would throw my Sharpie up there. Who's got a Sharpie? Yeah.